Hello, and for the final time this weekend, welcome to Colorado National Speedway, site to race number 10 of the 2009 Cook Vanilla Cup Series schedule. And alongside me once again is Stephen Paul III.
Well, I'll see if I'm alive after this race.
If you weren't watching the duels, one,
What's wrong with you?
as we've always said, what's wrong with you? You wouldn't also know that Bill Brack Jr., Ryan George take home the front row for this one, with Ryan George claiming the pole position in the Gunzelman Motorsports Toyota. Kenny Moma and Mitchell Hodak make up row number 2, with Jessica Shelton, Charles Sand for row 3, Derek Hamill and our points leader, Stephen Paul III, in row 4, with Hunter Braxton, Seth Cole in row 5. Here's the rest of the starting grid. I hand over to Stephen for his thoughts and predictions.
Well, I don't see this being like the Hooters race where you're gonna have pandemonium crazy. We're gonna see probably a crash. Just ask Jack James. We're gonna see a lot of comers and goers. No previous races here, so just all grit and how much experience do you have with the short tracks. My pick is gonna be Nick Breeding. Last week we seen his second career to start Noblesville, won the race, but DNQ this week. So Nick, 16th in his only start he's made at 3 in a short track, will have a good chance. 41st might have a chance to look out for that as a 36 got sponsorship, and our final row is Allison Reid and Mary Shelley. Stephen Paul III's historical season, can he continue this week? Average finish at 10th. The next highest is 17th, so has not finished outside the top 17 yet this year. It's never happened before, and I pray to God that it does not continue, or Charles is going to rage. And let's go trackside.
Yep, so let's go ahead and go trackside for the command to start engines for this one.
Drivers, start your engines!
His pick was Nick Breeding. I am going for one of our early season points leaders, Seth Cole, for my driver to watch for this one.
Yeah, it's had a little downslide in the points right here. Something interesting to watch from Dylan Young to Time Paul. It might have a little gap forming, so I'm hoping somebody behind them actually has a good race because Dylan DNQ'd once again, because short tracks is not his thing.
Yeah, for the second straight week, he is the highest driver in points that did not qualify. That is 14th in the points this week, as coming off turn number 4, the Coors Light 500 is green.
Now this is going to be a very fast race. 50 more laps, no pit stops. This is what you got, and
Hopefully
Seth Cole makes it 3 wide.
As quickly the battle is for second between Hodak and Braddock. Shelton trying to get by Kenny Moma for third, and actually for fourth, sorry. Moma's trying to make it 3 wide on the 28. Will do so. Here comes Derek Hamill in the 00.
I think Paul is just trying to back out of it there. 55 has never won in this series before. 64 also, and I believe this is one of the very first few laps Ryan George has ever led in his career.
Depends on how many he led last season in the 49.
Yeah, we don't have that set. Matt McIntyre almost in the top 10 there. His best finish is 25th, for God's sake.
Well, yep, he's actually 3 wide with the 57 and the 07.
How about a Pollard sandwich right there?
Steve Pollard behind it, Robert Pollard in the middle. Matt McIntyre gets by these guys. Charles Sanford battling Gene Sanford.
Well,
that is for 8th.
You want another dark horse? Colin Cropley, 3rd, 7th, 12th, and 8th in his 4 starts, but he's not DQing.
And he's brake checked the 75.
All the Pollards in one almost all the Pollards in one shot there.
Yeah, the only one we're missing was Time Pollard. Battle up here, though. Austin LaPlante's trying to go to 5th. He's trying to get by Braddock, also trying to get by Kenny Moma. Matt McIntyre taking a shot at the 05.
Issues for somebody.
That would be the 88 having to make an early pit stop, apparently.
That's sucked for the 88 team. That's going to cost them 2 laps.
That's going to cost them a few laps, yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough break for them. Not sure what happened there. 3 wide here. Pollard just cannot get out of the third lane.
57 still falling back right now. Is now
a
Steve
long
Pollard.
way to go.
Marcus Ambrose going to fill the hole. Pretty Shaw's going to try and get there as well.
All the Pollards on the high side.
Well, all the ones in that shot. Steve Pollard trying to move Robert Pollard.
Oh my God! He's like, "What are you doing on the DNQ race? Did you sneak your way on the track?"
As Ambrose gets by trying to get by the 75, Gene Sanford stuck on the outside of Delon Bohemian. There's our 2 drivers to watch: Seth Cole, Nick Breeding.
And he Momo way up the hill.
And Breeding trying to find a way into the top 10 now.
Charles, he's only won 2 races at Michigan and Daytona. Not a short track, but he's had some good runs at Martinsville, and some just haven't been able to finish.
88 has been released from his pit stall after a 36-second stop.
I wonder if we got like the Diego Yepes into there. Nick Breeding, how about Breeding right there? There he is.
And McIntyre trying to get by the 33. This would be for 10th spot. Seth Cole up near the wall.
Nick Breeding, that is very interesting. The 15 has made 216 starts. 15's last was at Lime Rock with Vince Almarengo.
Well, there's the 88. He is back on
64 is
track.
gone.
He has lost 5 laps pitting under green.
Well, like I said, the 64 is gone.
It is currently 1.3 seconds, but the 64 is catching the back of the field. Derek Hamill
Kenny
trying to
Mullen
catch
on the 8.
Shelton for 3rd.
21's last one was at a
Caution!
short track. Yep, caution out for something.
Looks like Carter Joey, maybe.
Yeah, looks like it was Carter Joey. This is going to shamble up the field a little bit here.
Well, that is going to give Jeff James a lap back. He's now going to be 4 laps down.
Yep, and we might see on side-by-side what happened to Jeff. He might have got turned into the pits.
Yeah, might have. With that said, let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll show you what happened. Taking a look back at what happened to Carter Joey coming off turn number 4. You see the 96 gets sideways ahead of this, but it is contact with the 12 and down into Allison Rain. And
Allison does a nice job saving it.
you know what? We probably could have gone away with that not being a caution.
No, that really didn't. The official kind of jumped the gun right there. I don't think they saw Spencer Boyd either, but...
Who's Spencer Boyd?
I got that time machine. I told you. It's the edibles. It's the edibles, I'm telling you.
As Carter Joey then sideswiped Mary Shelley going by, trying to get back as far forward as he could. Let's go back to the restart, though. And we're back. No drivers out of the race. The 88 will get the free pass. He's
Where to go?
As he's restarting at the tail of the field. 4 laps down now. Ryan George, Mitchell Hodak, Jessica Shelton, Derek Hamill, Austin LaPlante, Bill Brack Jr. the top 6 as we're underway once again.
Yep. As 55 trying to come to the bottom side right there.
Tried to, couldn't quite make the move stick, and there we go.
Perfect. As 55 comes Jess right here trying to get the 21 up here. I haven't seen the 21 too competitive this year. Good run so far.
And the last win for the 21 team was on a short track. It was Bristol. She's up to second now.
Yep, 21's only one on the even years, too, trying to break the trend a little bit there. Austin has had 2 fourths this year, trying to continue it. Charles trying to go in the middle.
Well, and Austin trying to go to 3rd. Kenny Moma's on the inside line, trying to get things going for that TRG team. Here comes Sanford up the middle, trying to force the issue on the 28.
Yeah, that's forcing the issue, all right. 28's has never won in the Coke Vanilla Cup Series, I believe.
Probably not, as Ambrose and Breeding try to make moves there as well. Derek Hamill trying to get 4th spot away now from Austin LaPlante.
Somebody, and that's just no way into the issue.
No, it was Brett Hill this time. Allison Rain also pitting.
Oof, that's enough for them. Like I said, I thought we were going to see that. 64 still leading here, right here. No caution, though. That's good.
Jeff James trying to just work his way up, trying to not lose an extra lap. Kind of was... Well, one, he was hoping for a caution, but the problem... the 82's been disqualified.
Well, that happens.
I'm not quite sure for what, but he has. So Kenny Moma now has gone by Austin LaPlante. That is for 5th. Here comes Nick Breeding looking for 8th spot on the 05.
Is Enzo the resident in the Cup Series?
No. That's Hunter Braxton.
No, I know. That was a joke.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that the top 10. Pretty sure has been having a slump the last 2 weeks.
Well, trying to get things going again. She's looking for 9th spot on the 05. Here comes Matt McIntyre wanting a spot inside the top 10. As Austin LaPlante can't get away from the wall.
Yeah, Matt McIntyre's had a rough start to the season so far.
Well, 7 and 36 have gotten released from their pit stalls. So it doesn't look like 41st starting spot's going to work magic today like it did yesterday.
Well, that is not what Jeff James wanted to see.
Yeah, so the 7 is back on track.
In front of the leaders.
Well, no, amongst the leaders, because there's Hamill and Hodak. That's the battle for 3rd.
Yep, MWR battle.
Allison Rain is in the middle of the pack. Although, actually, they are both 5 laps down as well. So Jeff James still in the free pass spot, so long as race leader Ryan George does not catch the back of the field.
We had an unsponsored car one yesterday, so I guess that's just a trend for this week.
Well, Shelton now second. Hamill's up to third. Kenny Moma looking on in fifth, trying to see if he can't find a way around the 55 and Mitchell Hodak.
Yep, the American Monster scheme right there. Trying to give a monster run right here.
And Hodak wants to get back by his teammate for third.
Ambrose up to sixth right there. Good run by them.
And all three of the MWR cars in the same shot.
Yep, MWR running the 3 cars this year. Whoa!
Oh, and now Ambrose wants the spot inside the top 5.
3 MW cars. What is this? Richmond 2008 as the 47 to the bottom side here.
As Ambrose trying to get by MoMA. This is for 5th. MoMA thought about making it 3 wide with Hamill.
Yeah, SHR's best finish this year was a 7th or a 6th in Las Vegas. They're running 9th right now. They got to get 3 more spots for that.
Well, and that's the only SHR car that made this race. Oh, Kenny MoMA nearly got turned by LaPlante.
Yeah, oh my God, that was close. Ebrahimian, the winner at Vegas, he's outside the top 10 right now in 11th.
Just outside of it now as Charles Sanford starts to fall back. Pretty Shaw's going to get by Matt McIntyre for 9th.
Jeans in 12th. That's a good run for. They need a good run. 3 straight races in a row they've made as we got a battle right here between LaPlante and MoMA.
And it looks like the battle for the race lead starting to heat up a little bit with Jessica Shelton closing in on the 64.
Matt McIntyre is taking an interesting
It's
line
under
right
half
there.
a second up at the front as they are lapping cars. So 44 is the first of the drivers to go 1 lap down.
Yep.
And that is why Shelton is closing the gap.
Yep, Ryan George, a rookie driver. He's right there.
No, second year.
Second year driver, but just has more experience racing lap traffic here, which that's clearly showing an effect right here.
As Will Hoyt goes a lap down, Carter Joey, who got turned around in our first caution, he goes a lap down now.
Really surprised to see the 31 back here. You know, he did win at Richmond last season. Not really surprised to see Duncan back here.
Well, not quite finding the pace that he needs here at Colorado National. Even more of a road course guy anyway. As Allison Rain trying to find positions, but unfortunately none of them are for positions.
Here we go.
As so now
here we go for the lead.
Yep, battle for the lead. 21-17 gets by the 83 for the free pass spot.
Yeah, Roush's season is. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
As Brett Hill.
Wow, you just Jesus Christ.
I messed
7
up a
car,
lot there.
oh God.
As Sam Schluter battling with Tim Randolph out in front of the leaders. Here comes Will Hoyt.
Shelley. Yep. Battling there. Jess is there. That 21. DNQ'd only about 4 or 5 times this season, so.
Well, and now looking for the race lead on Ryan George. Side by side into turn 1. 3 wide
21.
in front of them.
I mean, they haven't ran terrible. They just haven't had trouble making races. They did have some decent runs after Bristol last year, and here they go. And ironically enough, the 17 was the other person to win in that number. Pollett's about to get lapped. There goes that season.
As Jessica Shelton to the race lead, 5 bonus points for the 21. Trying to now stretch that lead out, trying to lap some extra cars. First up is going to be William Duncan.
Yep, in the 34 right there. Pollard just cannot get to the bobsled. Kev Shearer was the no, he wasn't the fastest practice, sorry.
No, but Colin Cropley been the fastest in this race. Here comes Ryan George trying to take trying to take the lead back, I should say.
Yep, trying to come back here. There's Schuler on the bottom right here, and
might have moved the 21. Carter Joey's trying to get some extra spots back.
Yep, the Gunzelman 64 running the Bill Davis equipment. So not really surprised to see the 64 up here as much people would think.
3 wide for the free pass spot as Ryan George goes for the race lead.
31 got moved.
Carter Joey back into the free pass spot for now. Ryan George back to the race lead as now he tries to lap Tim Randolph, our defending champion.
Yep, and Paula finally, after almost 43 laps, has got to the bottom side, but it might be a little too late.
Well, now can he start to work his way back up is going to be the question. Carter Joey trying to get by Jessica Shelton.
Yep, as the 41 car, 34th right here.
Here comes
Duncan.
Derek Hamill and Marcus Ambrose.
How about MWR coming?
Ambrose has gone by Hodak.
Yep.
For now, though, here comes Hodak back at the 47 for fourth.
How about look who's coming? I told you. I spoke last week, Noah Sewell. How about Breeden? 2 weeks in a row, make me Jesus here, I guess.
Nick Breeding trying to find a spot inside the top 5. If he can get by Marcus Ambrose, the 44 continues to fall back. Kenny Moma trying to get back by the 19 of Brady Shaw.
Yep, there a little bit. Jeff James. Oh, he got a lap again, yeah.
Yeah, he got lapped again. He's now 5 laps down again. As Austin LaPlante trying to get by the 47 now. Derek Hamill has gone by Shelton for second. Hodak's flying third.
Oh, here comes Breeding, though. I told you. Here comes Nick.
Well, we've gotten into a long green flag run again.
Yes. 57 is not
Hodak will grab third. Shelton's stuck on the outside line. Duncan's going to get inside of Wilhoit. That is for position.
Yep.
And Ambrose now fending off 3 wide from Time Pollard, trying to get by Austin LaPlante for 6th.
You know how we said last week, oh, there's no way anybody's 66 or is ever going to get lower than that? Nick brings 67th in owner points, people.
Well, that would tie the record.
Well, no, Sewell was 66.
No, he was 67th.
Oh, he was?
Yeah. So it would tie it. The only way that we break the record this season right now is if Wes McCoy or Daniel Bouchard start making races.
If that happens, I think hell's freezing.
Well, Hamill I thought was starting to close the gap. Couldn't quite keep the bottom line. Shelton's going to get back by for 4th.
Pollard's finally got the bottom. He's starting to pass cars, so he's not in danger of falling a lap down yet.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the 44.
No, 57.
Mitchell Hodak to the back bumper of Derek Hamill for 2nd.
Man, this one might have been like, oh man, that was close.
As the 2 MWR teammates battle it out for the 2nd spot now.
Yep, Ryan George's best grip finish is 3rd. He's looking to be the 96th Cup winner here. We had a first-time winner yesterday, too.
We had the 96th ever Hooter Series winner yesterday. Cup trying to stay at least level with them. As Mitchell Collins right now is in the free pass spot, but not for long.
Mary Shelley,
here comes Mary Shelley,
champion.
another former champion. Yet that's going to go a lap down here.
Yep, that's
Colorado
32nd.
National.
Yep, they even have the season 1 champion right ahead of Sam Short and Steve Pollard. So a lot of the champions struggling early on here.
Up ahead of the 57, actually.
Yep, a little bit of gap right there, too.
As now Mitchell Collins going to try and get by the 18. Meanwhile, Carter Joey continues to take advantage of being a lap down. He gets by Tim Randolph for 34th spot. Derek Hamill gets back by the 55, and Shelton holds off for 4th right now.
Yep, Breeding having one of his best runs. Finished 16-3, and you're like, man, just has, oh, God.
Don't wreck each other, guys. Come on, your teammates.
I think that's rule 2 of stock car racing.
As it is a 3-second lead now for Ryan George because of this battle for 2nd.
Yep, Tim Randolph in the fence right here.
Nearly in the wall.
Yep, as here comes the 55 to the bottom here.
So Hodak will grab 2nd. Jean Sanford has moved her way up to 6th.
If Jean wins, the broadcast booth is going to go nuts.
Well, it's unlikely that she's going to win. She is currently now 6 seconds back of Ryan George.
Hey, anything's possible. I mean, we saw somebody get DQ'd.
Meanwhile, Shelton now gets by Derek Hamill. That is for 3rd. Have we seen anyone else? No, it's just been Hunter Braxton.
Yep. It's 15 trying to get to the bottom. Nick Breen, that is a Mark Davis using Joe Gibbs cars. I just don't know. Joe Gibbs helping people out this season. They just can't get their main cars working.
You would think that they would give them the worse equipment and keep the better stuff for themselves.
Exactly. As 15 car is coming right here. He is just all over the back of Jess.
So Nick into the top 5. That's going to be for 4th spot there on Derek Hamill.
Yep, as to the bottom side, there he goes. Hamill dropping a little bit back.
And we are now down to just 31 lead lap cars as Sam Schluter's still hanging on to the lead lap barely. Steve Pollard now has been kicked up to the high side by Stephen Pollard III.
That's kind of funny way you said that. Pollard now catching cars
that's 3
here.
extra points for the 57.
Jeff James falling back too. He was up there. Now Pollard's.
Remember, he was the free pass. He got lapped once. He's now trying to avoid being lapped again. We mentioned the 57. Where is the 42 running up in 16th?
But if Paulo keeps running that bottom side, I can see him catching them. I mean, he's got a good car on the bottom if he stays there.
Austin LaPlante has fallen back to 14th. It's now
Not a
15th
good
for
long
Chris
car.
Wilson as he gets by Seth Cole.
Yeah, there's Owen Miles here. First time the 96 made 2 races in a row. God, since the Jim Casella days.
I think, at least. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's myself.
As Austin LaPlante gets by Pretty Shaw for 13th. Colin Cropley is in 12th again.
I swear, that car, they just need to make races. They'll be a championship contender.
Gene Sanford, still running in 6th, has gone to the back bumper now of the 00.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Hodak has gone away from the 21. They start to close in now on the 64 now that they've stopped battling each other.
Yep, MWR is not won. I believe their best finish was a 4th with Zach Flickinger. 4th with Zach Flickinger.
Ambrose won earlier this season.
In the 47?
Yeah.
I was talking about the 55.
As Ebrahimian gets by Gene Sanford for 7th. That's going to open the door for Kenny Moma and maybe Brian James, who has snuck his way into the top 10.
One top 15 this season, but Brian's only missed 1 race as the top rookie right
Gene
now.
gets moved by Kenny Moma.
That's not going to be a popular move in the garage area.
As Cropley gets by Matt McIntyre, Brian James going to try and take advantage of the 87 getting sent out the track.
Yep, as Chris Wilson also coming. Always the thing about Chris Wilson, never qualifies well, but at the race time, you know that boy is going to be coming to the front.
Well, in some way or form, yep, because now here comes Austin LaPlante as well, trying to get by the 39. This would be for 12th spot as the 33's up the track again.
Yeah, Cropley's found us over. We're on the nice lap here. We only got 50 laps to 55 to go, so everybody's got to stop moving.
McIntyre's going to get by Cropley. Gene Sanford back to the bottom, trying to find a way around the 23.
An interesting note about this: Ford has not won since Indy last season, so I think Justice is putting the motor down. Ford wants a win.
Well, and the lead is down to a second. Here comes, and Shelton's looking for second on the 55.
And interesting to note, too, the Ford in the last 50 races only won twice. So being a Ford driver does not pay off. 3 wide.
3 wide as the 64 tries to lap the 18 still. Now also laps the 88 for a 6th time today.
Pollard's passed half this pack. That's impressive right there for that. 23rd now.
Well, and now there's the 75 as he's going to be the next one to go a lap down, apparently.
Well, that's kind of disappointing. Well, he's going to need that Carl Hopper caution.
As Randolph, Carter, Joey just continues to pick cars off as he gets to them. Now that he's a lap down.
Well, he's missed the last 5 races, so he's just happy to be in a race. I'll tell you that much.
Although Tim Randolph trying to get back
How about Breeding in 3rd? Here comes Breeding.
Here comes that 15 to the inside of the 7.
Never thought I'd say back-to-back weeks, 67th in points could win, but you know what? Here we are.
Well, we still have a guy low in points leading. It is Ryan George came into this race 52nd in points. He is dominating here today as the 75 goes a lap down, but so does Mitchell Collins.
Henry Sanford's dropping back here. A 9-time winner in the series. He's dropping back. A lot of top names struggling.
As Mitchell Collins officially goes a lap down, will Sam Schluter do the same?
Charles Sanford almost falling back. He was in the top 10 at one point. I can see him in the shot here about to go lap down.
As Henry gets by Kev, trying to give himself some extra breathing room. There is the 05. There's Brett Moma slowly making his way up from provisional land.
Yep, Pollard's now entering the top 20, and that is not what Charles wants.
That's definitely not what we want to see now.
Well, Pollard's going to get up there, I think.
Cropley now has fallen back to 15th, now make it 16th on his Pretty Shaw gets by.
Still keeping that top 20 streak going, though, for Cropley. As Brian James, great
Moma
job.
trying to get by Ebrahimian, that is for 7th. Derek Hamill stuck on the outside line.
Yep, Ebrahimian, the winner at Vegas, the 43 has been very woeful in this series, over 50 D&Qs.
And now Hamill trying to get by the 55, that is for 5th. The 47 is starting to work his way forward.
Yep, Ambrose trying to become a 2-time winner. Remember, like I said last year, you're going to D&Q a lot in your rookie year, but when you become a veteran, you might have some successes. Robert goes a lot
Carter
down.
Joey now kicking Nick Breeding up to the high side.
Yeah, Carter Joey's not making a lot of friends today.
As that allows, well, I mean, it's making friends with Shelton there by battling the 15.
Yeah, our top 5, Ryan George, 52nd. Jess is,
Well, we're
God,
down
where
to
is it?
28
50th.
lead lap cars. Shelton
Jess is 50.
is well, let's see.
50th.
I'm trying to find it. Yeah, she's 50th. Nick Breeding is 67th. Ambrose is actually up in the top 20. He's in 16th.
Yep, and Hamill is 30th.
And Hamill is
30th.
Oh, yeah, 30th. So, as Ebrahimian now gets by Jeff James, who's basically been relegated to just riding around now at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's a tough break for Jeff, his comeback year here. JT in 11th, that's what Charles wants to see. Or 12th, 13th.
Kenny Moma gets by Mitchell Hodak. That is for the 8th spot. Gene
Hodak's car's
Sanford
falling
going
off.
to try and follow through as well.
Yep, as these cars falling back, the cars who almost got lapped are actually going to be catching them pretty soon. The Devil's confirmed with Hodak.
As Ebrahimian to the back bumper of the 00.
Yep.
And now Robert Pollard is getting by the 15.
Yeah, the tires might be falling off on that car right there.
Sam Schluter up the track. So was Ambrose. Can Ambrose take advantage of this? Yes, he can. To the inside of Nick Breeding for 3rd. Duncan thought about it.
Now you got to remember, with long green flag run, the veteran drivers who can cool their tires off is definitely going to pay off. As Dilliam Duncan just shot them up the hill.
Oh, that was close with the 47.
Marcus Ambrose. Oh my God, that's a race. JT enters the top 10 for the first time in this race.
As Hamill trying to close up to this battle as he tries to lap the 44.
Yep, as the lead is 2 seconds right here.
2.3. It got down to under a second at one point, but then it just
5 seconds
George
to Ambrose.
Cleared.
Trying to see if Pollard caught the back of the field here.
Well, he is up into the top 20. He's trying to pass the 26. It would be his next car. Brian James now trying to pass Derek Hamill. This is for 5th.
Yep, and we still got 35 to go. A lot can happen in this race. Don't turn that clicker off yet.
As Kenny Moma, here comes Ebrahimian and Gene Sanford.
Yep.
Oh, contact 43 and 71.
Yeah, 43 getting a little impatient right there.
Well, so that's the one bump on the warning system. JT Bryant's going to get to the inside of Gene Sanford. That is for 9th. As Hodak has fallen outside the top 10. Kenny Moma to the inside of Hamill. And this is a mess of cars in front of Brian James.
Brian James, top 5. How could Brian James go, man? That's crazy. Brian James, 23rd in the points. At least we got some 22nd, excuse me.
Correct. 22nd. Just the one single top 10. So looking for his career best finish if he can hang on to this 5th spot.
Yep. Ryan George is gone.
It is 2.8 seconds back to Jessica Shelton. It is another 4 seconds back to the 47 behind the 21.
I think Ryan, if he wins, he can claim he'd be the best driver in Pennsylvania, don't you think?
Maybe, yeah. As Brian James closing the gap. This is the battle for 4th on the 15 and Nick Breeding.
Brian James. The 23 runs with R3 down there with Jesse Turner, but in the Cup Series, they've been showing strength to the SS tracks, showing strength today right here, coming up to 4th.
As Kenny Moma might have his sights set on a top 5 spot on the 15 if he can get up there.
Yep, Gene's JT at the 9th.
I just realized that.
Yeah. 3 seconds now. Ryan George is flat putting the floor pedal on that car.
Here we go for 5th spot. Kenny Moma to the inside of the 15. Dual 1 winner this weekend.
Yep. And can he get the power down, though? Yes, he
can.
He's
going to be there still into turn 1. Should be able to make this move stick off of turn 2.
Yep. And trying to. Yep, he will.
He'll get him cleared eventually here. It's just a matter of when.
98 kicked out of the top 10 right there. So Hodak passing him.
Yep, Hodak got back inside. As Moma clears for 5th. Derek Hamill trying to get up there now. Can he do so or not is the question.
We're almost saying this has been a very, very long green flag run. You're getting a little tired in this car. Got to keep your wits up.
As Carter Joey again trying to set his sights on another lap car. This is another extra spot for him. And it's passing a former champion, so no small feat there for the 83 if he can get this move done.
Yep, Ryan James up to 4th, top rookie in the race.
Yep. As he's actually closing in on the 47 and Marcus Ambrose, that would be for 3rd.
Yeah, good to see Brian. I mean, he did run the Hooters, so he definitely has more experience than most of the rookies here.
As Time Pollard tried to close in on the 15. We're about ready to have a 3-car fight for 3rd, though, between the 47, 23, and 71. Here comes Brian James.
I mean, Brian's got 25 laps. I mean, that's some time right there.
Well, actually, 26. He's just taking the start of lap 100. The lead is starting to shrink down again as the 21 starts to close the gap.
Probably catching more lap traffic there. I mean, they're probably getting deeper into lap traffic.
The gap is under 2 seconds now as Kenny Moma gets by Ambrose for 4th.
Yeah, Braddock Jr., I believe he won a duel also. He was one of the pole sitters. He's in 10th right now.
He was the pole sitter of Duel 1, which became the outside line. Nick Breeding says, you know what? I tasted the top 5 for a moment. I want it back.
Yeah, seriously. As here he comes, only his 2nd career start. He's going to get there. Whoa, man, almost got there.
Tristan Wilhoit gets by Robert Pollard. That is for 35th spot.
Yeah, we don't got a long run engine in that car.
The 75, it took a while. It didn't quite take 75 laps to start to fall back, but now definitely not
1 second for the lead.
Showing the strength, I guess, of that car. Well, the lead actually increased again as now Derek Hamill trying to help use Time Pollard to help get by his own teammate.
Yep, Sam Schuler is trying to be in the way here.
Nearly contact between the 00 and 47 in the battle for 5th. Or 6th, actually.
Not really a pass that Mark Ambrose literally liked.
As Hamill now should be able to get this move done cleanly. The 71 gets by the lap traffic of the 75.
Yep, 28
and
remains in the top 10.
Ebrahimian has his sights set on 7th.
Yep, trying to come through here, trying to help him in points, trying to get that top 30 for that wild card.
There are now just 24 lead lap cars as Seth Cole is the first car 1 lap down right now, as Ebrahimian trying to get by the 47 can't quite do it.
Oh, the 57 got off the 17th. Oh, shoot.
He's still slowly making moves up towards the front of the field. Now Time Pollard, that is for position on Robert Pollard.
Yep, and Stephen Paul III is actually catching the back of this pack here, believe it or not.
Well, slowly. He's running faster lap times than the leader.
Yeah, that's right.
As Ambrose wants to get back by his own teammate. The lead is 1.5 seconds now.
Yep.
But the 23 is actually closing the gap.
4 seconds? Yeah, he's flat. He's flying, man.
He gets back to the back bumper of Carter Joey, makes the move easily enough. It almost looks like there's damage to the right side of that 23 car.
Well, whatever it's on that car, it's working.
Meanwhile, Ryan George is stuck on the outside because of Henry Sanford. Here comes Shelton.
Henry, that was a humdinger.
William Brock trying to get his... I mean, these guys are trying to get laps back. They don't want to be stuck to the free pass spot.
That's true. But
William Brock wants to get a spot back on the lead lap.
Here comes Jess, trying to get Ford his first win since Indy last season.
Side by side for the race lead through turn 2. George pulls back in front as the 21 had to check up.
Yeah, and the 23 is coming too.
And here comes Brett Hill in the 7. He's trying to get one of 5 laps back.
Not a lot of times we say that, but what a battle.
Jeff James is about ready to go 7th lap down.
Yeah, Jeff James needs to go back to his rocking chair. But anyways, 21 car trying to get back to the 64.
Well, the 64 got back to the low side.
21
is there.
23 is coming. They are 2 seconds back.
Well, and Shelton makes a move to the inside. Couldn't quite make the move stick. Here comes Brett Hill in the 7. Don't throw yourself into this battle yet, Hill. Please don't. Side by side for the lead off turn 4.
And Ryan George's going to barely lead at the stripe.
By just 500ths, but it is Shelton that leads off turn 2 as Jeff James goes another lap down.
Yeah.
But Shelton loses the bottom. Here comes Ryan George back at the 21.
Oh, what a race we got here. Brian James under 2 seconds again.
Well, no, it's 2.5.
2.5 now. Yep.
But the 21 trying to
what a
fight on the
battle.
outside. Here comes William Duncan.
This is a monumental battle right here.
Ryan George to the lead once again.
Yep, as the 98 in the top 10 is staying under 6 seconds.
Well, under 7.
Oh,
As
yeah,
Shelton trying to catch back up.
Ryan
Ryan
George can't
George
catch
loses
the
the
bottom.
bottom.
he can't hold the bomb. The tires are wearing, and he can't hold it. Almost a full second.
But
off
here
the ball.
comes Duncan trying to look inside of the 21.
Yeah, that's not. What are you doing, Duncan?
As William Duncan deciding it's better for him to try and go up there and get his lap back than let the 21 and the 64 fight it out fairly.
I guess that's the way to do it, but he's going to cost the 64. Brian James under, not
Paul
2 seconds
Swanson's
back.
going to go inside of the 21 now.
Another one of Duncan's drivers.
And now Duncan to the back bumper of the 64.
Yeah, the 64 not saving his tires.
And
boy.
Duncan to the inside 64 in the middle of the 26 and 31.
Yeah, that's not where you want to be with 7 laps to go.
Brett Hill as Shelton continues to be stuck on the outside. Brian James is stuck on the outside.
Yeah, nobody's in a good position right now. Nobody.
Nick Breeding is coming up to third. There's
Where
the
did
15.
he come from? The hell did he come from?
Shelton's still stuck on the outside of Will Hoyt and Kev.
So was the 64.
As Brett Hill now is trying to get up there.
If Brett Hill gets that, 64, you got it, guy. You should have tucked the line, son.
Oh, Ryan George decided not to tuck in. It's going to be 4 laps to go at the line. Can the 64 hang on to the race lead?
Yeah, bad move, Hill.
Brett Hill trying to get one of 5 laps back.
JT Bryan having a good battle. Well, he's not going to get one back because he's up there.
Not going to do it if he does that. Ryan George nearly in the wall with 3 to go.
Ryan George
Brian
is
James
the
is
race.
up to second.
Where did that come from?
Kenny Moma's to third.
Oh my God, what a race.
2 to go at the line, but it's a 2-second lead for Ryan George.
I think Ryan George has got this right here.
The 23 trying to put together something. He's not going to come up with it. The 64 doesn't have anyone battling him. Finally, white flag is out. 1 lap to go for Ryan George.
Third in the points and looking trying to put the explanation point on the day. Dominant performance, just dominant.
Well, and through 3 and 4, it's going to be another one that's low. 52nd in the points today. Ryan George is a winner in the Cup Series.
All right, how about Ryan George? Wow, what a race.
And apparently we had a caution flag. I think. Or I don't know. Maybe not. I'm just seeing things.
What a race.
Top 10 today. Ryan George, Brian James, Derek Hamill got up to third. Kenny Moma, Jessica Shelton, a solid top 5 effort for her. Nick Breeding, his first top 10. Abrahamian, JT Bryant, Marcus Ambrose, and Pretty Shaw. Chris Wilson ended up 1 spot shy of that in 11th. Stephen Paul third. Will lose a little bit of his points lead, but finishes 16th.
Hey,
and
we continue the top 20 streak. That's my worst finish of the ties, my worst finish.
I mean, no, it ties it, isn't it? He said all of them were top 16s.
Yep, so it continues the streak at least.
Steven, your final thoughts on this one?
Well, this blew my expectation out of the water. Great race for sure. Ryan George and Jess put a great performance. Nothing to hang her head low. 5th place, definitely going to help her out with points. The top 5 was, 52nd, 22nd, 30th. Where's Kenny Moma? Shoot, where is Moma?
Kenny Moma's not even top 42 either. He is down in 55th.
55th, and we had 50th. So anything can happen. Next week, we're going to Road America. Chris Wilson will gain about 20 points on, so it'll be about less than 200. Mitchell Hodak dropped down to 12th.
That's the expectation. That's all we need. It's less
you just
than
need
200.
Yeah, well, Steve. Yeah, exactly. Paul continues the historical season continues because he's not finished worse than 16th so far. We look down at the bottom of the results. Hunter Braxton, tough break. Jeff James. Sorry, buddy.
You laps down.
You might need your rocket chair right there. Brett Moma 19th. So it looks like a lot of the guys, nobody in the top 10 in the points finished in the top 10. Let me add that in there, I believe. So this race was very wide open. I think.
Let's see.
Nope, nobody
Top
did.
10,
No, besides
so
JT.
Steven was 16th. Wilson was 11th. Brett
JT
Moma
is
was
the only one.
19th. Henry was down in 27th. Tim Randolph was lapped at one
JT's
point.
the only one.
Randolph finished 21st. He actually got back on the lead lap.
Yeah, JT was the only
Allison struggled. JT was 8th, so that's the Brock was in 25th, and Braddock flirted with it a lot today. He came home 13th.
And Seth
fell all the way back to 26th.
So this was a good one. Next weekend, it's going to be a long race. It's not going to be this was a semi-decent long race, but next weekend we are going to Road America. And last year we saw the 18 Henry Williams flip at that track. It is going to be a very long and excruciating race to watch. But next weekend we are going to have. It's going to be very interesting. I don't expect to see somebody low in the points. It's not going to be as wide open. The Truck Series will make their debut. And if you guys did not like this short track racing, I hope I will ban you from NR from life.
If you didn't like it, it would be really hard to please you on a short track race.
I've got to give Charles credit because this is known as I'll use my term, a shit show type of track, and Charles made it very good. So round of applause for him for that one. And next weekend, can't wait for the Millers at Road America. 4 miles. Do you run out of gas or do you win? And Pollard, let's see if
pit strategy play a key role last year, so.
Yeah, Pollard, if he's won there last year, so maybe the top 16 historical streak can continue.
Well, with that said, congrats to Ryan George on becoming the 96th different winner in the Coke Vanilla Cup Series. We're closing in on 100, and it's funny that Hooters Series has the same number of winners in one less season.
Well, also to note too, the 64's first win as a number in the series. It's their first season too, but still.
Well, yeah, first season ever, and so.
His best finish, this was actually Ryan George's 39th start, and his best finish was third 2 times at a road course. So getting it done on the short track.
But with that said, congrats to Ryan George on the win. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. Leave a comment down below or on Discord if you weren't watching Premiere. Chat with us to let me know how you guys did or what you guys thought of the race. But for Stephen Paul III, I'm Gordon Fan 291. And this has been a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys. If anybody knows anybody at Coolers, please tell them to sponsor Ryan George.